was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my packets, me knew my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go right back to the Wangu. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert on the out route. It's Lamb with a grab. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you? No.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. Drops this off with Nwangu.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Moore, the man in motion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, Nwangu. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Back to throw here, Herbert. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Now it is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on second and 6. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, they'll run with Wangu.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second and 9, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Herbert. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 13 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead here this third quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On first down, Rodgers. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
On the give is Nwangu.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 39, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
26.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Herbert off of play action. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, Justin Herbert. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Herbert's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
They run once more with Dillon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert on 3rd down now. This is caught. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Moore, a 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On play action, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.